Alexander Skarsgård is riding your boundaries in the drama Pillion. Harry Melling plays a parking inspector who falls for Skarsgård's biker when he sees him in the pub. They hook up shortly after, and Melling becomes part of a submissive relationship, but Skarsgård's lack of intimacy starts to cause tension in the dynamic. This is based on Anna Mars-Jones' 2020 book Box Hill, and is the feature debut of Harry Lyson, who also did the adaptation, which won Best Screenplay at the Cannes Film Festival. That's not surprising, because this is especially confident and bold for a first film. Pillion has drawn some attention for being quite explicit by the standards of a mainstream film, especially Melling and Skarsgård's first encounter in a high street alley on Christmas Day. But that's appropriate for a movie that is very much about boundaries, with Melling being so shy and inexperienced that he has hardly any at all, something which Skarsgård takes advantage of given that he's almost completely made of them. Skarsgård is extremely controlling and wants things done exactly his way, from cooking meals and doing his chores, to the extent that the relationship crosses into abusive, like the way he makes Melling sleep on the floor and generally treats him beneath the level of his pet dog. That intense and mysterious dynamic is something that alarms Melling's parents, Douglas Hodge, and the terminally ill Leslie Sharp, who gets the highlight of the film when she finally meets Skarsgård and lets him know exactly what she thinks of him. The relationship between the main characters is purposefully uncomfortable, and the movie often minds that for dark humour, like Melling offering Skarsgård a box of chocolates when he's not that kind of guy, and it's sharply perceptive about power dynamics and what people want out of love. Skarsgård is all brooding machismo. On the surface, he's incredibly handsome and attractive, to the point where several people are surprised that Melling has managed to pick up someone like him. But he's very elusive and puts up all these defences to avoid developing emotional attachment, to the extent where the rare moments where he lets his guard down feel like victories. But really, this is Melling's film, as it's entirely from his perspective, giving an excellent performance as someone who is desperate to be loved, and he's sweet, puppyish and needy, and ready to conform to what Skarsgård wants him to be. But over time, his sense of self and what he demands to have in a relationship begins to develop, and you root for him to stand up for his own needs and satisfaction. It's a challenging film, but while it feels a little daring and dangerous, it isn't edgy provocation. This is an intelligent and sensitive look at self-worth in relationships that is ultimately rewarding. I'm wearing this because Skarsgård wears something almost identical in the film, but I'm probably not going to wear something so squelchy in the future.